people of the world, marketing as a foreign language on this gorgeous Friday, June 26th. Today, top 10 tools for bulletproof SEO content strategies. Google lets businesses highlight their online services. Pay-per-click reporting strategies for 2020, the best channels to showcase your work. TikTok launches TikTok for Business platform for marketers. YouTube showcases top ad campaigns as part of its 2020 NewFronts presentation. Google expands access to its business messaging tools from search and maps. And finally, more brands join campaign to pause Facebook ad spend in July in protest over policy decisions. Marketing as a foreign language starts now. Oh me, oh my. Top 10 tools for bulletproof SEO content strategies by Casey Gaulios. Oh my goodness. SearchEngineJournal.com. Want to craft bulletproof SEO content strategies? Oh my goodness. I so #totally do. Learn to identify the type of data you need and best tools. Blah, blah, blah. Bright Edge Data Cube. Okay, these tools provide data to evaluate the level of opportunity. Bright Edge Data Cube, search engine results page. That's what this SERP means. Features, keyword research and competitor analysis. Okay, advanced web rankings, AWR, share of voice. Ooh, voice searchability. That's very cutting edge. SEMrush, quick, comprehensive, organic overview. Keyword planner. This is, of course, Google's keyword planner for keyword research. And Ahrefs, a competitive content gap. Google Trends, of course, search trends and identifying search behavior shifts. BuzzSumo can be used to identify social topics, questions, and related content. Mintel, which I've never heard of before, consumer and industry insights. eMarketer, trends in media that may impact organic search or explain fluctuations in performance caused by non-organic factors. What the heck? Think with Google, market research insights, and data points. What type of data do you need? You might be thinking this is rudimentary. This is a rudimentary question, but knowing what your data needs can be tricky at times. Blah, 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 blah. So these particular tools, Bright Edge, I am unfamiliar with Bright Edge. Key tool value. It is a search engine results page feature analysis, bulk keyword research, and competitor analysis tool. If you're not sure what aspect of content you want to delve into, Bright Edge Data Cube may be the solution you need. It's one of our favorite comprehensive tools for keyword research. So what we're talking about here is if you have, let's say, a plumbing company and you're thinking about, I don't know, trying a new vertical like commercial plumbing. How difficult is it to get into that space? How many links do your competitors have? How much search volume is there? According to this article, all you need to begin with Bright Edge is a relevant URL. They recommend yours or a close competitor's. This is similar to SpyFu. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that particular software. That's what we use. Once you plug in your selected domain, you can view keyword rankings over time. Okay, so this is basically SpyFu. So what we do is we put competitor URLs into SpyFu and we can see the links pointing back to them. We can see what they're ranking for, etc. It looks like Bright Edge is similar to that. You can also explore competitive opportunities by analyzing your competitor's universal performance. So yeah, you can dig in. So say, for example, you are thinking about starting a new company and you're wondering how many competitors in the area there are and what their power is, how many links they have, what kind of web traffic they are receiving, how much they're spending on Google Ads. Tools like Bright Edge or SpyFu can do exactly that for you. Moving on to advanced web ranking. Advanced web ranking, AWR brings a new meaning to share of voice through its capabilities to schedule crawls of the search engine results page for different search engines from different locations and even for different devices. Well, that's interesting. One of the problems measuring rankings in 2020 is I can tell you what you rank for from a given location. I can tell you that in central Las Vegas or in downtown Las Vegas on a desktop, you rank number 6 for a personal injury attorney, but what you see on your phone might be different. You go 10 miles north, what you see will be different. Apparently, advanced web ranking brings a new meaning to different locations and different devices in terms of rankings. It makes it easy to measure the impacts of content changes over time. Through AWR, you can set up keyword groups and schedule regular crawls of the search engine results page to monitor ranking changes. Okay, so this is a ranking tool, but it just seems as though you can actually do different locations. It is normal to be able to choose different city locations, that is to say North Las Vegas, Henderson, Summerlin, but beyond that, does it go more granular? Perhaps it does. The tool we use typically goes by city only. SEMrush is a quick, comprehensive, organic overview for competition keyword research and performance. It's a one-stop shop for analyzing your performance and comparing it against your competitors, or SEMrush has been around forever. That is, of course, a solid tool. Keyword Planner. If you are unfamiliar with Google Ads Keyword Planner, let me tell you, it's kind of a big deal. The reason it's a big deal, of course, is that if you're wondering what people are searching for, your answer is found in the Google Keyword Planner. That is to say, I was giving a speech for a bunch of court reporters. These are stenographers. These are the people who click-clack, clickety-clack on their little stenography machine. And the end result, of course, is a transcript of what the folks in the court just said. They were convinced that people were searching for court reporter, that was, in fact, the buzzword. It turns out many more people were searching for stenographer. And so we know this because when we pulled up the Google Search Console data, it was by far and away stenographer over court reporter. This was a few years ago. So if you want to, say, for example, get into a particular industry and you haven't done this analysis in Google Keyword Planner, you might be barking up the wrong tree. Imagine writing blogs for 3 years trying to rank for a keyword that has 10 people searching for it per month. Moving right along. Google lets businesses highlight their online services. Google has quietly rolled out a total of 4 new attributes businesses can add. I think we may have covered this yesterday. Yes, we did. Moving right along. Pay-per-click reporting strategies for 2020. Best channels to showcase your work. Pay-per-click reporting is key to retaining customers. Obviously, it's not just about PDF reports anymore. Clients see value in fresh data available on demand, automatic detection of trends, information, Challenges for 2020. COVID-19 puts the way pay-per-click and SEO marketers work to the test. Pay-per-click reporting, multi-channel. Our research shows that marketing companies with more than 20 clients and with low churn use at least 4 channels to report their success. This to me looks like an ad, and so I am bored. TikTok launches TikTok for Business platform for marketers. Andrew Hutchinson with Social Media Today writes, TikTok has today launched a new TikTok for Business website, which provides marketers with a range of resources and tools to help them utilize the short form video app for their ad campaigns. Let's go there. TikTok.com/business/EN. TikTok for Businesses, where you can unleash your brand's creative side, a fully immersive, no judgment world. Wow. Truth in advertising, where there's an audience for every voice. This is where TikTok desperately wants to start making money. No matter how big or small your business, no matter what you're making or selling, we believe your brand deserves to be discovered here. You believe that our brand deserves to be discovered on TikTok, or do you believe that you are trying to make money? As explained by TikTok, quote, with the launch of TikTok for Business, we set out to embrace the creative, positive, and real moments that make us rich, our community so special, with solutions for businesses to connect and grow with our wonderfully expressive community. This, of course, is the big push for TikTok. Everybody and their mom, once they launch a successful social media website, waits for the day when they finally start advertising. TikTok is no exception, of course. The platform includes tips, notes, and links to other TikTok tools like its creator marketplace and its self-serve ad platform. We talked about this before. The demographic, obviously, for TikTok is quite young. I don't know if the users are going to be looking for a personal injury attorney or a probate lawyer. Good chance if you're selling something to the demographic of like 10 to 22, TikTok might be where you want to go. The available resources are interesting, but at this stage, the platform does seem somewhat limited, as TikTok hasn't announced any major expansion of its ad tools or opening up of its ad platform. The point, again, is that if you are interested in TikTok for Business, there is a new website for you to go ahead and check out. According to TikTok, quote, a new innovative format of TikTok's branded effect board. Here's the thing, though. That sound in the background, those children laughing, they are on Snapchat with the Snapchat filters, absolutely loving life, which is to say that this whole generation with augmented reality is going to be subject to a ton of ads. And so it's not going anywhere. May or may not be relevant to your business right this second. YouTube showcases top ad campaigns as part of its 2020 NewFronts presentation. YouTube has today announced the winners of its 2020 YouTube Works Awards, which celebrate and champion the brilliant minds producing the most innovative and effective campaigns on YouTube in the past year. Interesting. Presented as part of YouTube's NewFront event, the awards were allocated in 9 categories, with Bacardi's Beat Machine campaign taking out the major Grand Prix award. Oh, geez. In addition to the Creative Innovation Prize. Not surprising that awards shows are completely changing. YouTube, obviously a ubiquitous part of our culture at this point. The campaigns present some interesting case studies in innovative, engaging use of YouTube ads. This, of course, is an event that celebrates the ads themselves, which I think goes to show that we are living in a culture that more than ever before is embracing this technology. They're well worth a look, according to the article, for anyone seeking inspiration for their own brand approach. So if you're interested in looking at the winner, the Grand Prix winner of this particular YouTube Showcase Top Ad campaign, it is Grand Prix Beat Machine. In addition to the awards, YouTube has also announced a range of new originals coming to its platform. This to me feels like the YouTube equivalent of Super Bowl commercial ads. It's as if the Super Bowl commercial ads had their own awards show. That's what this is. YouTube also showcased its recently announced YouTube Select brand advertising packages and its new video action campaigns to maximize ad reach. Let's take a look at this YouTube Select. I am painfully ignorant of that. Make the best of YouTube yours with YouTube Select. The vice president of product management, who, probably makes a couple bucks per year of YouTube ads, writes, helping you connect with your audience is our top priority. This is especially important as digital takes precedence, blah, blah, blah. To make this even easier for your brand, today we're announcing a new global content solution called YouTube Select, a reimagination and unification of solutions like Google Preferred and Prime Packs. It offers more flexibility to reach the audiences you can't find elsewhere in the content and places they choose to watch, with the confidence that your buy is brand safe. Jargon. What does that even mean? YouTube Select. Oh my gosh, is this a video? YouTube Select, make the best of YouTube yours. Viewers say YouTube has the most extensive video library, which attracts billions of people each month. To help you navigate the platform, YouTube Select surfaces a diverse mix of relevant content lineups and programs, each tailored to unique marketing needs. What? It's relevancy at scale, which means greater ROI for your business. YouTube has the highest reach in viewing hours among ad-supported streaming services. YouTube reaches more 18 to 49-year-olds than all linear TV networks combined. 2 billion people globally watch YouTube every month. We get it. So we're just talking about ads, are we not? Lineups, access content categories like entertainment and pop culture, food and recipe, or music across devices and apps, including YouTube, YouTube Kids, YouTube Music, and YouTube TV. So YouTube Select, still obviously just YouTube ads. It seems like the demographic targeting is getting perhaps a little bit better, which is to say you can target ads to a more select group of people. Programs amplify your message during key moments with sports and music sponsorships. And YouTube Originals, interesting. So you might be able to actually throw your ad at a specific time in the video. Let's say they are using the soap that you're selling in the episode of the whatever, and then boom, in comes the ad. Custom, looking for specific mix to support your brand. Your Google sales team can help create a custom plan. Google, as I mentioned in our previous episode, actually for the first time dropped in advertising revenue. That was not YouTube ads revenue, that was Google ads revenue. I wonder if those two things are connected. Explore YouTube Select's most popular categories. Top creators are continually giving eager fans new exciting content. Take a look at some of the biggest hits right now. Obviously, we've got Mr. Beast, Lily Singh, etc. 30% of YouTube Select lineups drove an average, okay, blah, blah, blah. YouTube ads exist, we get it. Google expands access to its business messaging tools from search and maps. Google will enable more businesses to facilitate direct messaging from customers via maps and search listings with a new expansion of its business messaging tools. So here we have a snapshot of a smartphone with a message option on the Google Maps listing. So if you want to directly connect to a business, text them. Here we have that particular option. I do believe that's been around for a while, but perhaps this is a bit simpler. As explained by Google, quote, today we're expanding business messages in Maps and search to support all kinds of businesses and giving them the ability to integrate business messages directly with their customer service platforms. Business Messages provides brands a comprehensive messaging solution across Android devices and through Maps on iOS. Google tracks everything, and so if I understand this correctly, I should be able to hop on, text a business if their response time is good, if the keywords in question are relevant, if Google's machine learning algorithms can determine that we are doing a good job. It would seem to me that this is SEO, which is to say that if there are a ton of messages going back and forth, Google has an incentive to increase the ranking for businesses that have strong response times and adequate response times. That is to say that if you are a local business and you are not currently receiving messages, or it is confusing, or there is an issue, this may be something that you need to check out. Google first launched business messaging back in 2017, but thus far it's been limited to certain regions and business types. Now Google will enable all brands to add messaging via their Google My Business listing. So everyone can do this. In addition to this, Google's also adding smart replies. So that's your AI automatic replies and customizable welcome messages to improve the messaging experience. Quote, there's also a smooth transition from automated replies to a customer service agent so that it's not disruptive when the customer messages a business. They're obviously fighting hard to make sure that their clientele are rather the users of Google.com are happy campers. Through automation tools, businesses can also add quick response flows, which will enable searchers to get answers to key questions direct from the brand whenever they need. So they wouldn't ask what your hours are because it's right there on the Google My Business profile, but they may ask, do you do commercial painting? Do you do residential? I don't know what else they would ask, but facts basically frequently asked questions. Implementation of such process does require additional technical expertise, but Google also has a range of partners that businesses can work with. Interesting. So, messaging, that's SEO. I don't care who you are, that's SEO. More brands join campaign to pause Facebook ad spend in July in protest over policy decisions as more big name brands joined the campaign to pause their Facebook ad spend in July in protest over the social network's inaction to address hate speech on its platform. Facebook has admitted that it has a deepening, quote, trust deficit with ad partners, which it will need to address. Going quick to the apology, last week, a coalition of civil rights groups launched a new campaign calling on major advertisers to pause their Facebook ad spend in order to send a message to the company that its lack of action on hate speech is not good enough. The dollar bills are obviously the best way to get the attention of a company like Facebook. So this particular strategy by this coalition of civil rights groups, to my mind, is effective. Facebook, despite this particular campaign, saw, I want to say, a $2 billion increase in ad spend, whereas Google ads dropped. I think Facebook went from 10 billion to 12 billion from 2019 to 2020. That being said, obviously, Facebook needs to address this as Facebook continues its failure, this is according to the ADL, to meaningfully address the spread of hate on its platforms. We join the NAACP and a number of other organizations. Got it. According to this tweet, 99% of Facebook's $70 billion is made through advertising, obviously. And then there you go. The main focus of the push is a set of recent comments from U.S. President Donald Trump, including this one below, which Facebook has chosen to leave up on the platform in the public interest. Here we have a tweet that you can read from Donald Trump regarding Minneapolis and the goings-on there. Homie, oh my, the fight will rage on. We've only really just begun. Again, we're going to see we're going to see artificial intelligence come in and start making decisions here. AI is going to come in and is going to start censoring / adding labels to the tweets of presidents, of leaders, of random users. And I think they're going to hide behind the algorithm and say, look, it's the algorithm. The algorithm describes this as hate speech, therefore it's hate speech. And then this is going to go all the way up to the Supreme Court if it hasn't already. And we're going to find ourselves in a world where there is a censor that is AI-based and not human-based. And honestly, I think the Google engineers, with their particular algorithm, are probably quite confused by it. I think it's probably so complicated that no one individual, just like chess, you cannot beat a computer in chess in 2020. It's going to beat you. I think we're at a point now where the evolution of AI is really going to start acting as a judge over our species. Civil rights groups have called for Facebook to follow Twitter's lead and draw a definitive line that cannot be crossed in on-platform discussion, even by the president. And we move on and on and on. So there are a number of good tools if you really want to be the deep diver when it comes to your understanding of internet marketing. I would recommend SpyFu and agency analytics for legitimate, high-level players. SEMrush is worth just popping on and creating a quick account and playing around with. Google Ads Keyword Planner is a definitively important piece of the puzzle. If you're a small business owner and you want to know how many people are searching for any keyword in any location, that's where you go. TikTok, trying to make money. We get it. The demographic's very young, so relevant to younger demographic-based companies, not relevant to olders, I would argue. YouTube is throwing an event where they talk about these amazing, incredible commercials. Again, it's like the Super Bowl. They are just trying to promote the fact that you can make money, and they have every incentive to do that. You may want to check out Beat Machine. It's the Grand Prix winner of this particular ad campaign to see what they're doing right. YouTube Select, I don't know, seems like a fancy way of saying spend more money on YouTube ads. If you are interested in YouTube ads, it is something that you should put into your back pocket. It looks like the demographic targeting is getting better by the day, which is to say, if you want to target surfboarders who like sriracha, sunbathing, and yoga, then you probably have that capacity in Facebook, but now also potentially via YouTube. Also, it seems like you can send or show ads on specific moments of content, which kind of changes the game. Google expanding access to its business messaging tool, which is to say that if someone messages you and you have quick response times, the likelihood of you ranking better in Google Local is higher, I would argue. And so this, of course, is a very, very important thing to knock out. And last but not least, the battle over free speech versus hate speech versus tech titans versus federal government rages on. This will not stop any time soon. Shout out, of course, to Lanesia Kautzman. If you haven't already smashed that like button, as my daughter likes to say, please do so now. Feel free to headbutt the key. You can hold up the mouse. You can smash it like this. You can throw the mouse across the room and hope that it hits the like button. But anyway, you do it, it would be appreciated. Did you know that it is Friday? Hashtag Friday, so much Friday. It has been an absolute joy hanging out with you today. Shout out to Lanesia Kautzman with the sriracha sunbathing comment. She's doing quite well at her job, by the way, so let's put our hands together for Lanesia Kautzman, killing it at the job. Thank you to whomever that was that just hit the like button. So much love, so much thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on Monday for our next episode of Marketing as a Foreign Language. That is all for now. Farewell.